Hey, what's going on everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech, and I just wanted to take you through some of the basic troubleshooting that I'm doing. Thanks to, some of you in the community, Gandalf Gray and I have been talking on the side. And right now what we're looking at is one of the Bitmain S9 ASIC hashboards. And there's a couple things that we just want to make sure is working on this first. I got one working board right here, which I signified with a check mark. Most of these are not working. And then I had two of them that are sort of working, signified with a little question mark. And the first things first is we want to just make sure that we're getting voltage to the PIC chip, and then also these four back here. And we're going to show you how I'm getting those voltages, because we don't have a tester which can connect via the the control board ribbon cable. So I got the control board down here, got the ribbon cable plugged in, because otherwise the PIC chip won't get the voltage it needs so we can get a proper reading. And then I just got one 6-pin plugged into the ASIC hashboard and one 6-pin plugged into the control board. More importantly is that some of these connections are very hard to reach with the typical multimeter tip. So I got these off of Amazon for really cheap. I'll have it linked down in the description for you to check out. But some of these connections, or these contacts that you can see right here, these little gold points, and in between each chip, is super hard to reach. But with these extended tips, we can get down in there and get our readings and everything to test each chip. But the first thing that I want to focus on just in this video is what should we be getting out of these chips here, and what should we be getting out of the PIC chip. So let's do the PIC chip first. That is over here, this guy right here. And the voltage reading we're looking for is 3.3 volts. So let's test that out real quick with the multimeter. I'm gonna have to set you guys down. All right, so first thing I need to do is power on the power supply. And then we're gonna probe a couple of these pins on the PIC chip. So there's some known grounds on these boards, but you can read kind of the board layout. And with shaky hands, this is a little bit harder, but it's not too bad. So I'm gonna go straight to this outside pin. And you can see on the multimeter right now, we're getting 3.31. I think the second pin on this side, same thing. So we're getting power to this PIC chip. That's what we wanna check first, because if that's not getting power, it's not gonna send power to the MOSFETs on the back side. So let's switch over and take a look at what we should be getting on that side as well. Again, you're gonna wanna find a ground. There's a ground right here, but there's also a ground over here by the top of the control board. So I'm gonna use that ground connection. And then I'm gonna touch the top of the pins of the top left of this chip, right? So the 4 chips in a row. So top left. And you can see we're getting 12.25. Next one, 12.25. So these are also getting power. Now that that's done, it's just a matter of finding which of these chips are actually bad. And that's the more harder part, right? Because if these chips are bad, having to replace them, you kind of really need professional tools. You need a precision heat gun. You're gonna need to heat it up quite a bit in order to remove the chip and then replace the chip. And there's different ways to do that. Zeus Mining actually has a lot of good guides out there for users trying to repair their own ASICs. But it's all a matter of, just practicing with maybe a broken board before you go practicing with a known working board. So we know PIC is getting power. We know that our chips back here are getting power. Now it's just a matter of identifying where in the series, right, because these operate in series, where in the series is the chip failing and what is causing it to fail. I'm gonna have some links down to Zeus Mining, but the most important part was I wanted to share with you, working with these hashboards to get into these tight areas. You're gonna want these tips. I'll have them linked down for you in the description. And for the basic check of the S9, you wanna check the PIC chip, and then these 4 on the back side here. And most of them, even if they're the the S9i, here's the PIC chip right here. What I did was measure from here to this pin, and from there to that pin, the second one in. And then on the back side, I'm measuring at the very top. So I'm getting my ground over here by the control board. Again, you can get your ground, I think it's one of these two. Zeus Mining has really good diagrams on there to explain it all. And then you want to measure the top of this. So ground, that first pin should be 12.2, 12.2. So we're getting power here. Then it's just a matter of checking what else is not getting what it needs on the rest of the hashboard, and I'll bring you back for that once I continue probing. Thank you so much for watching. Just wanted to show you that real quick checks and what you can do with a multimeter. You don't need, you know, it would be nice to have the tester that they make, and I know Gandalf Gray either's getting one or will have one, but I don't. So I just doing the basic checks to try to learn and figure this out for myself. It's a good practice for me, and I just wanted to share it with you. So hit the like button on the way out. Make sure to get subscribed. Make sure to hit the notification bell to stay up to date as well. Check out some of the links in the description to help support the channel and what we do here. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.